Hello guys, we have already finished how to identify the direction of the trend, how to draw support and resistance, and how to identify chart patterns and breakouts. And today's topic is all about momentum of the trend. So, how to identify the momentum of the trend? There are many methods. We'll discuss one by one. But I say that there are only two best methods which I use to identify the momentum of the trend. Momentum is nothing but the speed of the stock. If you observe the stock, from here to here it is almost stagnant. Then after that, from here there is up momentum. Again here to here it is sideways or it is consolidating. Again there is up momentum. By seeing this, we can clearly understand that from here to here there is some aggressive momentum, and from here to here this is sideways, and from here to here it is aggressive momentum, and from here to here reversal momentum. Again, if you understand, from here to here it is completely stagnant. Again, from here to here it is aggressive momentum. Again, from here to here it is again small reversal or stagnant. From here to here it is aggressive momentum. Other name of this slow momentum you call consolidation. Smart investors or smart traders, they never enter into these kind of movements. They always look for aggressive movements so that within short span of time they can get their results. For example, if they enter here, they have to wait almost 2 weeks to start getting the momentum. But when they know where exactly the momentum is started, then they can easily enter on that starting point of the momentum. Then they can get their results very easily. The main goal of identifying the aggressive momentum is to get the results as quickly as possible, so that they can keep reinvesting the same amount in different stocks, and then they keep on accumulating their capital amount. It is easy to say for historical data, but very much difficult to identify the same thing on live markets. That is the reason why we have to depend on important indicators. So there are many indicators that can help us, but among them, I say there are two best indicators. One is nothing but Bollinger Bands, and another is RSI 60/40 settings. Among RSI and Bollinger Bands, I use Bollinger Bands for identifying the starting point of the momentum and to identify the end of the momentum. So, in this video, we look at only on how to use Bollinger Bands to identify the momentum of the trend. So, let's get the Bollinger Band indicator. Here we can type Bollinger, then you'll get many here, but Bollinger Band is the main one you can take. So once you apply this, so the Bollinger Band indicator will have three important lines. The above line we call it as upper Bollinger Band, and the below line we call it as lower Bollinger Band, and the middle line we call it as basis of the Bollinger Band, nothing but 20-day moving average. And we can ignore the 20-day moving average right now and focus only on the importance of upper Bollinger Band and lower Bollinger Band to identify the momentum. By seeing this indicator itself, we can easily understand that whenever the upper Bollinger Band and the lower Bollinger Band comes closer, the next momentum, whenever it gives any breakout, it will have aggressive momentum. Even you can see here, there is very good momentum and there is a breakout as well. And here you can see the very good momentum after upper Bollinger Band and lower Bollinger Band came closer to each other. Whenever there is any candle breaks any side of the Bollinger Band lines, then that side will have momentum. Here it has broken upside, so there is upper momentum. And here there is break of the higher Bollinger Band and there is momentum for upside. And here again there is breakout of the upper Bollinger Band and then there is momentum. In Bollinger Bands, start of the momentum is based on the candle breaks any side of the Bollinger Band lines, then that side the momentum starts. Then candles keep on forming on the same line until if any candle starts forming inside of that Bollinger Band lines, then we can say that the end of the momentum. This is how generally we identify the aggressive movements just using one small indicator, nothing but Bollinger Bands. And the best method of using this Bollinger Band is not alone. Whenever there is any pattern, It can be chart pattern or just breaking up the resistance. For example, it has only resistance here, not a pattern, but still the momentum is about to start as per the Bollinger Band. Then we can trust that the combination of the breakout of the resistance plus the Bollinger Band starting point will give the best results. That is the reason why I use Bollinger Band support when there is any breakout. So the combination of breakout plus Bollinger Band will give you the best results. Here there is a breakout and also there is starting point of the Bollinger Band, then they give good results. And again here there is a small resistance and also the starting point of the Bollinger Band, and it gave good results. Again here there is a resistance and it also broke the Bollinger Band upper side, then it has given good results. Again here there is a small resistance and it has broken the resistance and it has given very good results. Again there is a pattern here, and along with that pattern there is Bollinger Band squeeze broken, then it has given almost 10%. This is how we use the combination of the breakouts plus the momentum of the stock. The momentum of the stock is based on the Bollinger Band, and the resistance and the patterns based on the chart pattern lines and resistance lines. I hope you understand why we use the momentum indicator and what is the importance of the momentum indicator. In the future videos, I will explain why I choose Bollinger Band compared to the RSI indicator. That I will explain very clearly when we talk about the difference between these two indicators. See you guys.